Hey, so you asked me how America got its name? That's an interesting question. So, long time ago, during the 1400s, there was a man from Italy. His name was Amerigo Vespucci. And Amerigo, he was an explorer from Italy. Now, it's a funny story and an odd story because Amerigo himself never actually visited America. Before America got its name, people called it the New World. But when people started to draw maps to show the New World, some people borrowed Amerigo, his name, for the maps. So he did not touch America itself, but he was an explorer during that time period. We know Christopher Columbus maybe would have been a better person to name it for because he actually visited America, but people who made the maps back then thought it would be a good idea to use Mr. Amerigo's name, and that name just stuck. So that's why America is called America. It's named for an Italian man who never came here. Fascinating. Oh, so you noticed this phrase, home field advantage, in your reading for American history? Okay, yes. So the paper says that the colonists living in America, they had the home field advantage compared to the British soldiers, right? Okay, so home field advantage is a sports metaphor. Now, you know that professional football, basketball, and baseball teams and other teams, the professional ones have their own stadiums where they practice and then play games, right? And visiting teams will travel and come play in each other's stadiums. So, for example, the Texas Rangers, we have a stadium here in Arlington, forget the sign. And so other teams come, and there's a myth that the home team, which whoever owns that field, that they have the advantage of knowing the land, they know the space really well, they feel comfortable there, they have a lot of fans there. So because they are playing at home, maybe they will have an advantage and be more likely to win. And the visiting team does not have that advantage. So maybe the visiting team will lose because they are not at home. Now, in sports, home team advantage is not real. But in war, home team advantage is very real. So for the American, the colonists that were fighting to separate from Great Britain, they knew the territory very well. They knew the mountains and the forest. They knew how to sneak and move around secretly. But the British soldiers, did not know the land very well. So if they wanted to move around quietly, secretly, they did not have an advantage with that. There are other examples too, like because the colonists already lived there, that means they already had supplies there. They already had clothes, already had food, already had guns. I mean, they needed to make a lot of things, but the point is that England was far away and across an ocean, right? So if they needed food, clothing, guns, bullets, etc., it had to travel a long way, or they had to find it here in America. So it's true that during the American Revolution, yes, the colonists had home field advantage, yes. But for sports, home field advantage is not real. Good question. Thank you for asking me.